Hi, it's April Handy. Today we're going to do some Yin Yoga. So let's start by putting the block right behind the back of your head. And I want you to sink the shoulders down, open your arms out, and just relax. With each of these positions, we're going to hold them for about 3 minutes, and I'm timing us, so you don't have to worry about it. I want you to concentrate on breathing in and out through the nose, very softly, very gently, and very quietly. Taking an active, short inhale and a passive, relaxed exhale. Allowing your body to relax down into the mat. Softening the muscles down, allowing your head to feel heavy, leaning into the block. Feel your breath getting softer. Feel your body coming down deeper into the stretch. Gravity pulling your body down. Lengthening the back of the neck. Great. Go ahead and slowly come up. Take the block. I like to place it right underneath the middle of my back. Now, depending on how much of a stretch you want, you'd have it on its taller end, or you can have it on the shorter end. And we're going to want to grab that second block so we can make sure our head feels comfortable. So we'll place the one along our spine vertically and the second one horizontally to support our head. This one's fantastic for opening up the pectorals, lengthening the pectorals. If you find that when you're doing a squat that your arms fall forward, a tight chest could be contributing to that, pulling the arms together. Again, think about the pectorals being tight or short. They're pulling the body forward and down. So we want to take some time to open them up. If you're doing a lot of, let's say, chest press, bench press would also be shortening the pectorals, strengthening, tightening them, and shortening them, in order to be able to walk around with a more open chest, shoulders back. It's important to stretch out the pectorals. I like the arms to be just laying out left to right, palms facing up. And again, because we have the second block behind our head, our neck is resting comfortably versus just hanging in space, straining. We're even opening up the anterior deltoids, which are also they're on the front of the shoulder. Your legs are nice and long, flopped open and relaxed. Enjoying this 3-minute stretch. Feeling the body heavy into the blocks, melting down. The breath slowing down, softening, quieting. Try taking less breath in on the inhale. Take less in. So take a shorter breath in and then have a nice, relaxed, long breath out and make it last. Nice job. Now we'll move to our third position. Let's take a single block. And again, I've practiced this for quite a while, so I like to have it on its taller end. But you can absolutely have it on the shorter end to start and see how it feels. And we're going to place it underneath our tailbone. And this is going to really make the front side of the body open up nice. And for me, having to fight through an anterior pelvic tilt, which is also in the low back arches, it means the hip flexor complex is shortened. And so it's really important to take some time to lengthen out the front side of the body. The hip flexors, the quads, the psoas, all of that stuff. TFL, rectus femoris, which we've done in the foam roller video. So just relax. This is really one of my favorite positions. We're here for 3 minutes. Just allow your hips to feel heavy and sink down into that block. No stress. Take your mind out of those thoughts and into your body. Feel your breath. Feel it expand your ribs out as you inhale. And feel your belly come towards your spine on your exhale. Your hips coming together on that exhale. Feeling the pelvic floor come up to meet the abdominals on that exhale. Feel the breath deep. Look for it. We can always find what we're looking for. Nice job. 3 minutes is up. Very slowly, take one knee up and the other. So now you're in bridge. Keep the block where it is and go ahead and just see if you can raise your legs up. You should not be straining to hold the legs up. They should just be able to float up in space. The hips are obviously still elevated. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. Getting that blood out of our feet, out of our hips, moving it down. Paying attention to your breath. Taking less in as you inhale, less than you think you need. Imagining breathing in an inch and then having a nice, relaxed, long exhale through the nose. A very quiet exhale, so I can't hear you. So quiet you can't hear the breath coming out of the nose. The ultimate skill would be so that you can't feel the breath coming out through the nose. Very nice. Now gently come back down, one leg at a time. And we're going to need one more block. See if you can find a book, a pillow, anything you can use to prop yourself up. We're going to sit back in hero pose, but make sure that we're supported. We're not going to want to put any unproductive pressure on our knee joints. Personally, I like to place one block underneath my tailbone again. And then I'm going to have one a little bit higher up on my spine, so I'm still continuing to open up my chest and pectorals, anterior deltoids, right? Collarbone area. And then I'm still going to have that one to support my head, which I'm going to put a little bit lower. And also in more of a horizontal position versus how the one on my spine is going to be going to be right along my spine. So more of a vertical position. And you guessed it, we're going to be here for 3 minutes. Just relax down into the pose. Allow your body to melt down into the blocks. Allow your knees to come down towards the mat, lengthening out the quads, the rectus femoris. Allowing all of those little muscles above your knees to lengthen. I like to take my arms over my head even, but try it try it any way you like. Try your arms out to the sides. You can try your arms in cactus arms, where your arms are bent at a 90-degree angle. But I really like them up over my head. And soften that breath. Once you find the position you like, try not to fidget. Try to be very still. What we're doing here is we're doing a really great job at activating the Golgi tendon organ, and that's helping to relax the muscles much more deeply than just static stretching, or of course even the dynamic stretching, which is more for a warm-up. We're getting into the deeper fascia beneath the superficial muscle. Super nice. Now gently come out of it, and what I like to do is take my elbows down to the floor, press up one at a time. So I put pressure on my left elbow as I took my right arm up. Go very slowly, and I'm going to go straight forward without moving my legs whatsoever into a child's pose. And I'm going to sink down here for another 3 minutes, allowing my chest to melt down towards the floor and my hips to come down towards the floor. Reach those arms and fingers forward. Spread the fingers. Feel the stretch on the lats along the sides of the body, that enormous muscle on each side of our body, the lats. Feeling those lengthening. And sit the hips back. Reach the tailbone long. finally, come back up nice and gently. That one just felt so amazing after that opening on the front side of the body. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to need one block, and we're going to finish with a supine twist. So let's take the block and put it on its shorter side, not too tall. And I'm going to take my right leg over to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that block so that it's my hips are at the very, very rightmost edge of it. That way I have perfect stability. I'm not worried about falling over. I'm not tensing up my muscles. And then I'm going to use my left arm to just drape over the outside of that right knee. My shoulders being down is the most important part. Allow those hips to just twist. This is going to help the spine to neutralize. Gentle breaths. Keep those shoulders down. Nice job. Now let's switch. So again, we're going to kind of place, this time, the right hip on the leftmost edge of that block that's lying flat. And then we're going to go ahead and take that right foot over the right knee and take the right hand over the outside of the left knee and just drape it over and help pull that right leg just very gently over to the right. Keep that left shoulder down. Keep the integrity in the abdominals, not letting the abs or the ribs pop out. Make sure that you're still, being aware of keeping the front hip points coming up to meet the ribs, just not allowing the abdominals to just pop open. Make sure you're keeping that integrity in the trunk of your body. We're not tensing our muscles up here, however. Allow the outside of that hip to stretch. Allow the spine to neutralize. Soften your breath. Quiet your breath. Now let's try doing a butterfly with the feet elevated. Let's place that block horizontal in front of us. Sit yourself up and down. So just pick your body up and down so you're on your sit bones without taking the flesh completely away from the bone. And then just make yourself tall and then go ahead and lean forward once you have that length. After having that length in the spine, then you can go ahead and take that chin down to your chest. Play around with your hand position. You might have your hands on your shins, just draped over, not trying to pull yourself into a position, allowing yourself to slowly move into a place where you feel slight discomfort, and just sit there. Just be there without fidgeting. Allow yourself to be there and melt down into the pose. Your body will move as quickly or as slowly as it wants to, but the point is you're going to get into a deeper stretch if you go into it more slowly. The slower you get into it, the more activating that's happening with the Golgi organ tendon, and that's what's helping to relax the muscle. So take your time. Feel the length in the spine as you curl your chin down to your chest. Beautiful. All right, so now let's go ahead and slowly roll yourself back, vertebrae by vertebrae, right? Pulling the abdominals into the spine. And let's take the right knee in, push that left heel down into the mat, twist over to the left. Keep that right shoulder down, look over to the right. Gentle breaths in and out through the nose. Just relax. And then bringing both legs back in, pulling them in, releasing the sacrum, allowing the left knee to stay in, pulling that knee in as you push your right heel into the ground and twisting over to the right. Left shoulder is down, looking over to the left. You're going to feel pretty nice once you get up after this yin yoga session. If you'd like, feel free to pull yourself into this position here, grabbing both feet, pushing up into the hands, playing around with your hand positioning. I like to put them over my toes so I can get my foot in more of a dorsiflexed position, pushing my heels out and my toes back towards my shins. And I'm bringing my knees down towards the ground. Pulling my spine long. And then from here, I'm going to be in a supine butterfly position. So I'm going to go ahead and place my feet, bring my feet, the palms of my feet together, and allow my knees to fall out. And then I'm going to pull my feet in towards me. Your back may not be able to go all the way back to the ground, or your neck may not be able to. This one's going to take some practice. I've done this a lot, but it feels really nice. And just allow your knees to go out. Don't tense your muscles. Go ahead and relax your legs down. You've made it. Take some very gentle, slow, quiet breaths in and out through the nose. Let everything settle down. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today.